Let's bring in our legal guys. Avery Friedman, a civil rights attorney and law professor in Cleveland. Good to see you, Avery. And Richard Herman, a New York criminal defense attorney and law professor, joining us from Los Angeles today. Good to see you. Okay, gentlemen, so much to talk about as it pertains to this case, which is shocking, disturbing, all of the above. But Richard, let's first talk about the fact that the couple's own children were the ones to push to have this case reopened, and some might even testify against their father at the trial. How influential might that be potentially?
Well, look, Fred, when a state brings first-degree murder charges, the highest charge a state can bring against someone, they have to have their ducks in a row. It's very emotional when children are going to step up against a parent and make certain claims, but you have to look at the objective findings and the objective evidence here. And here, what is clear is that this woman had high blood pressure, she had a cardiomyopathy, she was dead in 2007. They bring these charges 5 years later, and not one medical examiner for the state of Utah said that her cause of death was done by homicide. That's critical, Fred. I don't know how they're going to be able to prove first-degree murder against the doctor when, number one, they don't have a homicide here, and number two, he has an alibi. He was in his office. Number three, how are they going to prove he plied her with drugs? She's a grown woman. She underwent the surgical procedure, and she easily could have taken the drugs herself. So there's a lot of open issues here, Fred. It's not a slam-dunk case.
But I thought a daughter might testify to say, because there have been some previous interviews with at least one daughter who says that the mother, especially immediately after that face surgery, that facelift surgery, that she was debilitated and that he, the husband, was allegedly actually putting the pills in her mouth, and she got to a point where she was actually feeling the pills because she didn't even know what her husband was giving her, and that there was that trust, but that may ultimately have caused her demise, according to at least the one daughter who's been on television interviews and might testify to that. Is that enough? Is that critical enough? Richard, quickly before I get Avery's take.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's critical enough. I think there's a huge gap here, Fred, and I think the fact that they're going to bring in jailhouse rats who shared prison cells with him to say he told us he used bad words to reference her.
Jailhouse rats only.
That's what they're going to bring in. That's going to be the evidence. When the prosecution stands up in the opening and says to the jury, listen, he misled police. He didn't even give them the right address when he made the 911 call. And then the trial opens and they play the 911 call and he did give the right address. That's a blow to the prosecution. And it starts there.